The hottest swimming cap.
Stop it. I know. This is Clintus. He is one of the fittest men in France. Bonjour, oui. Flags. I don't think I've ever sprinted. I haven't sprinted that fast since I played football. So it was cool, something a bit different, something fun, I guess. Like it was a cool test, I guess. Personally, like it didn't affect me. I just thought it was a little bit, maybe a little bit silly just for the fact of contact, but that's here nor there, I guess. Checking out the swim out there. It's a little bit rough, a little bit choppy. Good thing I'm a good swimmer, I hope.
Are you confident with whatever event they throw at you?
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked, pretty happy with it. It is what it is. Hopefully it's not running and swimming, but if it is, so be it, and I'll do it.
Do you feel like the structure of not knowing makes it worse or better?
For me, like I'd prefer to know, just so I can mentally prepare. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Just do it as it comes. The ocean swim well. I've been working a lot on my swimming, and I'm a good swimmer. And I've been working on my running. And I feel personally I improved. May not have reflected in my placing for that event, but I personally felt that I'd improved and I'd become a better swimmer. I just got to get more confident in the ocean. It is definitely different swimming in the ocean than swimming in a pool.
Same day, the 4 rounds of the first cut.
Yep.
What were your thoughts on doing that on the assault runner compared to running normally?
Well, I've done it normally, like with how the original version was with the road running and the legless rope climbs. It took me around 14 minutes. The runner made, I think I finished in at 18 minutes something, so it definitely had a toll. Like, it takes a lot more out of you than I'd anticipated. I'd never really used one before, so that was sort of my first experience with one. I'd been on one once or twice before, but not consistently, so it was definitely a challenge.
Do you feel like if you had more experience on it, you would have had an improved score on your event?
Probably not more experience. Like, all my time that I spent running and working on my running, I felt in that event, like I felt like it had paid off. It's just more so I just need to get fitter to move faster at everything, I guess.
We're looking at thruster event. 50 thrusters at 35 kilos. What are your thoughts?
I really thought that was gonna like hurt my butthole. I thought it was gonna like really sort of just like fuck up my day, but I did a lot better than I anticipated. My strength really carried me through, so it definitely paid off.
For well, when it was the lunge event.
Yep.
Tell us about that.
It was a really cool event. I liked that one. The only thing I was a little bit concerned about in Dubai, it had front rack walking lunges and it absolutely fucking obliterated me. So I was a little bit nervous. It started with 50 meters, ended with 50 meters, but before I went out there, my coach said to me, which really resonated, it takes no talent to suffer, it's just a choice. So going into that one, like, it's not a technical movement, there's no skill in it, it's just how uncomfortable you want to get with it. So did the first lunge, 25-25 unbroken. The handstand push-ups is probably one of my best movements. Just chipped away nice clean sets of 5. I think I might have gotten to the toes of bar first, maybe second, and then just capitalized, just big aggressive sets. When I got to that last lunge, Luke McMahon had just gotten ahead of me and he was going, and I sort of had a little bit of a pause for a second, cleaned it up, and I feel like I'm definitely stronger than him, so I was hoping that strength would carry me through. We both got down the end and finished this, the first 25, and then on the way back, I was about halfway, probably more than that, probably about 2/3 of the way, and I was gonna drop it. I was like dead set, I was like, I can't go any harder. I just need to take a quick breath, put it down for just 2 seconds, clean it back up and finish it, and hopefully I can lunge faster than him. And one step before I went to drop it, I heard his bar hit the ground, and I was like, fuck, like, all that went through my head, it takes no talent to suffer, it's just a choice. I was like, nah, fuck it, like, this is mine to lose now. So there's probably about 8 more steps in it, dumped it, sprinted across the finish line and managed to get the heat win. And I think maybe like a 3rd or a 4th on that event.
And then we talk about final day, which is your first sanctioned event win, which was clean and jerk ladder. Clean and jerk ladder. So, I mean, you come into this event with a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
But what did it feel like doing that event and then clearing that last barbell, knowing you probably won?
When I heard that they'd announced that event, first thing that popped in my head, like, very self-aware of my own abilities and what I can do, and I just straight away knew like it was my event to lose. So if I do everything that I know is possible in my ability, there's no way that I can't win that event. So when I was standing there and when I finished that last bar, I was neck and neck with Brendan at that time, and I heard his bar drop to the ground again, and I thought he'd finished. I was like, I just need to quickly fucking jerk this, sprint across that line, it's mine. And I'd realized that he'd failed his rep, so it'd give me that opportunity to get ahead, and it was just an unreal feeling. Like, I love that feeling that I won that event, but in my eyes, what would really be that test, that payoff, is winning an event where like, it wasn't something that I just backed myself to, knowing that I could win it. Like, a clean and jerk ladder, like, I know I can win that. But to win something else, I think that'll really be what gives me that massive defining moment.
You provided a massive shake up to the leaderboard with that one. Did you know that was going to be a good event for you?
Yeah, 100%. That was like, I was talking to my coach, he's like, don't pace it, just go. He's like, you know you can do it, like, just don't worry about it, grip it, rip it, punch it. So that
you like shaking things up a little?
Yeah, I do, 100%. Like, I like doing some fun stuff, so it's good. Sure.
For you, did you know that event was going to be a winner for you?
Yeah, that was an event win for me for sure. Like, when they announced it, I was like, it's my choice if I want to win this or not.
Your overall thoughts of the competition and how you felt you performed?
In my reflections, looking back at it, like, there was a lot of things that a lot of things that you can get frustrated about or annoyed about that are outside of your control. But on the day when I was there that weekend, all I just kept focusing on what was in my control. And what are in my control is just my own effort and my own self-belief to just push myself through and get it done. So, like, it was the tests of fitness, I think, were very good, and they were very challenging. I executed everything to the best of my ability that I feel that I could have put in. So the outcomes that I can control and the things that I can control, I definitely pieced it all together, and I came out with something that I'm really happy with, more so from a position of improvement and developing as an athlete. Like, it's probably one of the deepest fields in a sanctioned event in Australia, and to get a 6th place, like, I'm super stoked. My goal was 5th, like top 5, to just fucking lose to Brandon again, like I did at Torrens. A bit shitty, but it is what it is, and it just gives me more points. But when I look back and I had my moment where I reflected on everything, my peaks and valleys have come a lot closer. Like, I know I can win strength events and place really highly in those sorts of things, but to get my cardio heavy workouts a lot higher in my rankings is definitely a massive thing for me, to sort of see that improvement, to see how far I've come, and a few more little fine tunes, and I think it's all going to come together.